Welcome to the PHLY Sixers Podcast. Here, as we check in, we talk a lot of draft with the Sixers having the 3rd overall pick. We talk about the 2nd round pick at 35 as well. And we also want to check in with the local guys who are in the mix as well and draft eligible. So we're going to go to Cheltenham, fellas, and we're going to check in with the big man, 6'9", 6'10", Jack Clark from VCU. Had a story, very nice college career and eligible for the NBA draft. Jack, thanks for joining us, man.
No, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Oh, no problem. So right out of the gate, man, we got to talk about, just the process of getting ready for the NBA draft. I wish I was getting ready for the NBA draft at your age. I'm sure these guys do too. So when you're done the season and you finish school and all that, what's a day like for you as you get ready and you prepare for this process?
Well, I mean, right after the season, I want to say a week or two off. I just had to take a break from basketball for a little bit, mentally clear myself, not only mentally, but physically as well. But I mean, now it's just a bunch of just workouts in the morning, basketball wise, and then get conditioning in weight room, and then finish the day with a couple more shots at the end. So it's kind of like a nonstop, like 9 to 5 job, basically, in the off season, and just trying to get my name out there even more, and hopefully teams will see the work that I put in now, and hopefully that will come to light later on.
And as an older player coming into this process, as you said, getting your name out there, they seen you though from LaSalle to Clemson, NC State, and VCU. As an older player and speaking with your representation and all, how do you approach this? Obviously, you do that work, but also just knowing that, hey, you might hear some things that are a little bit different than you may have heard when you were younger versus where you are right now. So what has that been like?
I mean, it's been a crazy up and down process. I mean, you know how this whole thing works is where you can get a call from one place and boom, you're on the West Coast working out one day, and then 3 days later you're back here in Philly working out. So I mean, it's a crazy process, great, but it's also a great feeling to know that teams want to see you work out, that teams inviting you into their facility to see you work out and hopefully take a chance on you. But I mean, my agency's been good. The connections I've made throughout this whole process, it's been great for me.
So it sounds like you're adding some frequent flyer miles. Does that sound about right?
If I could use my own personal use for it, yeah, I would be up for a few free flights.
So Jack, I don't want to bring up too many bad memories, but you had a couple of ACL tears years ago, right? And had to go through that whole process of, rehab, getting back, finding yourself again. I guess as you battled through those and then, go on to have this productive college career, what do you think that process taught you that you can carry with you into this pre-draft process and potentially playing in the league?
Just being mentally strong. I mean, just going through the ACL, double ACL back to back. It was tough knowing that I couldn't get on the court, even when I did get cleared the first time. So it's kind of just being mentally strong and just knowing the better. It's more to come. Like the better is to come later on in life, and that's kind of what happened with me. Just transferring schools and just trying to just get to a place where I can be more comfortable, and not only with mentally, but with my body as well. So just getting through that mentally with the people around me in my circle was just really helpful for me.
Yeah, and I think that's something we hear about a lot from teams. It's just that ability to battle through adversity is something that they value in people, right? Because they're not just drafting or signing guys as players, they're signing them as people and like trying to add good people, hard workers, character guys to their organizations.
Oh, 100%. That really played a part in everything that I've done, especially with the ACL tears being so early on in my college career. That really played a part in, I always say, how it developed me as not only basketball player, but as a person as well.
When you go to these workouts, there's obviously a physical component, like there's drills, and a lot of times they're going to want to see your shot, and especially someone, you made a really good jump your last year in shooting, they probably want to see a little bit of that. There's interview process, there's getting to know you and what makes you tick. What do you think has been your focus that you've been trying to impress upon teams when you're at these workouts?
You kind of hit it on the head with my shooting. I mean, you could see my numbers before this past year at VCU. They were kind of up and down from the 3-point field. And this past year, I shot 35%, which is a really good number with the attempts I've had. So I mean, just showing teams that I can shoot the ball at being 6'9", and I can guard 1 through 4 and put up a very good fight for the 5 men. So I mean, just knowing that I could be like the typical like 3-and-D wing in the NBA is something that me and my agency are really going and pushing for.
Has there been anything that's really surprised you about these workouts and these interviews? Like anything that maybe they've been focused on that you weren't expecting, or any questions they've been asking, or just any part of the process that's really just, blowing you away or taking you off guard?
I mean, I feel like this whole process, this is my first time really going through it. It's all surreal and new to me. But I mean, I feel like once you get one workout out the way, the rest are pretty much the same. It's not really anything different you can really do. But I mean, of course, the nerves are always there for your first workout. But once you're done with that, everything is pretty much drills, probably a little 3-on-3, and then you'll interview for like media or with coaches for probably like 20, 30 minutes. So, I mean, it's a surreal moment, but it's also a good one.
Has there been any particular drill that you were surprised by? Because I know team to team, for example, the shooting drills can be a lot different, right? Like the way one team evaluates shooting or evaluates a shooter is not the same. So without naming anybody, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. Has there been a particularly crazy drill that they threw at you? Like, oh, that's different. That's something I haven't seen before.
I wouldn't say that, because I feel like basketball is basketball, however you put it. So it's like if you shoot the ball from the wing, corner, top of the key, it's how many reps you shoot or how many times the ball goes in the basket. I think it's all the same. But I would say like the conditioning part, like doing a conditioning drill before you start or after you finish the basketball workout, or it'll be like 3-on-3, like full court. It's like, or
that's a lot of running.
Exactly. 1-on-1, 3/4 court. It's something insane like that. It's like 1-on-1 from foul line to the opposite basket is insane. But I mean, hey, it's good though to get the experience out the way.
Jack Clark joining us here, of course, from VCU forward by way of Cheltenham. And Jack, when you grow up in this area, there's a lot of basketball players that come through this area. So have you had an opportunity to chat with some current NBA players or players that you just know from the area as you do prepare for this?
I haven't actually. No, I haven't actually spoke to anybody from this area, but I need to actually get in contact with a few, knowing the draft is coming up in a month, and the things after that with team signing players after that is something that I know people have been through before, and just trying to pick their brain about that. I need to get in touch with them for sure.
Listen, I don't play. I'm sure there's a lot coming at you day to day, man. So you still have a month. You don't want to leave it until the last second, but you still got a little bit of time to collect all the intel you need.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man. So do I have it right that you're still, even though you've been to, you leave the city, you go to Clemson and NC State and even VCU, that you are still a big time sports fan of all the other teams where you go and you rep down there? Is that still true?
Of course. I mean, how you see college teams, they have tunnel picks, how NBA or NFL has going to pregame. I would go sometime in my Sixers jersey or my Jalen Hurts jersey to some pregame game. So I mean, this past year I told VCU, I said if Eagles win the Super Bowl, I want to go to the parade, and of course they ended up giving us practice. So it was kind of I couldn't skip it. And I think I did that on purpose, but it was I definitely rep the team as well.
But you are, so down there in Virginia, there's a lot of Commanders fans there. So you had to be in your glory, man, to be able to just, as you said, wear your Jalen Hurts jersey. They win the Super Bowl and just, you don't even have to say anything. That says it all.
No, I actually went to a Baltimore game. I think it was the Baltimore Bills game. And I told my girlfriend that I wanted to go and wear my Jalen Hurts jersey in Baltimore. But she told me,
She
please
wouldn't let
don't.
you.
She wants you to be a troublemaker, huh?
No, she didn't want to lead the Baltimore game without a boyfriend that night. So,
well, it sounds like she's got a good head on her shoulders. So I think that probably reflects well on you then.
Yeah, she's a Baltimore fan. So I mean, it was good when the Eagles won the bowl this year.
Yeah, well, that's dope, man. Well, listen, man, we just wanted to get you in again. We love to root for all the local guys who have an opportunity to make it professionally in their sport. Mm-hmm. And you're following your career from high school through college and had an opportunity to speak to you as you go through this process, man. We wanted to make sure we did that. So for myself, and these guys will say what they want to say, of course, but I wish you nothing but the best. Good luck. Keep going in those workouts. And we hope that you definitely have wearing the jersey. We'll be there at Summer League, and we hope to see you at Summer League in Las Vegas. So how about that?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, Jack Clark, once again joining us here on the PHLY Sixers podcast.